Why do just 88 Indian soldiers scare the new Maldivian President Mohamed Muizzu? Has Muizzu lost his sleep due to just 88 Indian troops? Is Muizzu just a puppet of China? And will he single-handedly destroy India-Maldives ties that had been cultivated over decades? Within a few months of Muizzu's tenure as the Maldivian president, his government officials have abused India and its Prime Minister Narendra Modi and demanded the removal of Indian military personnel from the tiny island nation, setting a March 15 withdrawal deadline. Just 88 Indian soldiers are stationed in the Maldives along with 12 medical personnel from the Indian Armed Forces. The Indian soldiers are not on a mission of conquest. Instead, they train and guide local Maldivian troops. Not just that, India has provided Mali with 2 helicopters and a Dornier aircraft to boost their coastal defense. These assets primarily serve for maritime surveillance, search and rescue operations, and medical evacuations, all managed by Indian troops. So why is the new Maldivian president suddenly looking the gift horse in the mouth? The first Indian helicopter and crew started operations in the Maldives in 2010 when Mohammad Nasheed was president. In 2016, India signed a comprehensive action plan for defense with the Maldives, providing $100 million in aid. While India also delivered thousands of vaccines to help the tiny island nation emerge from the pandemic that began in Wuhan, China. So why does Maldives want Indian troops out? Unlike most of his predecessors who supported the Indian policies, Muizzu ran on an India out campaign and won the presidency in November. He has described New Delhi's influence as a threat to Maldivian sovereignty. With Beijing and New Delhi tussling for influence, Muizzu was elected after pledging to cultivate strong ties with China. According to World Bank data, Maldives owes China $1.37 billion or around 20% of its public debt. However, when there was a coup attempt by a militant group in 1998, it was India who dispatched troops to help President Abdul Gayoom retain power. Indian troops were withdrawn immediately afterward. However, the Maldives' reliance on India and claims that New Delhi meddles in internal political affairs have sparked worries in the nation. For India, any potential Chinese military presence in the Maldives would be considered a threat in its regional backyard. India has long had close ties with the Maldives, which relies on New Delhi for necessities such as medicines, food, vegetables, and humanitarian aid for its 500,000 residents. The question arises whether India will accept the demand to withdraw troops by March 15th. Speaking at a town hall meeting in Nagpur, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar said, "Politics is politics. I cannot guarantee that in every country, every day, everybody will support us or agree with us." As per the Ministry of External Affairs, India is working with the Maldives to find a mutually workable solution to continue operations of the Indian aviation platforms in Mali. Relationship between India and the Maldives soured after several politicians made disrespectful remarks about Prime Minister Narendra Modi, especially after visited the Indian islands of Lakshadweep in the Indian Ocean. The disrespect is backfiring in the Maldives as Indians responded by cancelling thousands of hotel bookings and flight tickets. The Maldivian tourism industry is seeking normalization of ties, with Maldivian tour and travel operators calling India a quote, indispensable force. This even though India is one of the biggest contributors to Maldivian economy. With over 200,000 arrivals, India accounted for the largest share of the 1.7 million tourists in 2023, ahead of Russia and China. In November 2023, India accounted for 20% of the total tourist arrivals. Tourism accounts for 70% of employment in the Maldives, and losing their largest customer base is sure to hurt Maldives, while Indian tourists may simply pick another destination. According to 2021 data, India is also the third largest trading partner of the Maldives, while New Delhi has occasionally also provided unrestricted loans amounting to millions. While it's true that India would rather have a friend than a foe in the Maldives, in reality, India would hardly feel a pinch on its way to becoming the third largest global economy before 2030. So is the new Maldivian President Muizzu demanding the withdrawal of Indian troops at the behest of China? Does China want to prevent India from monitoring its growing naval presence in the Indian Ocean? Have your say by leaving a comment below. And if you like this news report, then subscribe to our channel or hit the like button so that it can reach more viewers.